Sometimes, if you listen really hard, you can almost hear it.
Our first ever instant star is...
You're it, girl. You're the real thing.
That moment your life changes.
It's about a girl who is just about to fly off and see the world.
Forever.
Jude Harrison!
Hello and welcome to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. As always, I'm joined by my beautiful best friend and co-host, Sam.
And I'm here with the wonderfully magnificent, beautiful Chloe, who is my best friend and co-host.
And today we're recapping Instant Star Season 3, Episode 12, Sympathy For The Devil. Original air date, 11th of May, 2007. The synopsis is...
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, I love that United States got Season 3 before Canada, because it didn't air in Canada until like September 2nd.
I saw that and I was so confused, because obviously I look up the dates.
Right.
I was like, is that a mistake? But I don't think it is.
No.
So how did Canada, the home of the show, not get it first?
I don't know. I have no idea. I know
guys.
I know that N did a lot of the funding for Season 3.
Yeah.
And the N is USA based. So maybe okay, we get first viewing. I don't know. I was just like, I am okay with this.
But maybe, I would understand if it was a week, 1 week difference, but
yeah.
months.
Yeah, months. Yeah.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, the synopsis is Jude is still dealing with recently getting attacked while finding time to plan a party for Darius. Jude and Jamie try to fix Sadie's love life by trying to get Sadie and Quest back together. So many thoughts. Meanwhile, Tommy tries to fix his life, but some secrets may be holding him back. And the episode title is a song by the Rolling Stones.
I love the Rolling Stones.
I have some thoughts about this episode. Okay, we were just talking before we pressed record about how, to us, Season 3 has dragged. I feel like you and I started out really good, as in, with a regular recording schedule at the beginning of Season 3. And then life happened for both of us, and we got a bit worse at recording.
Yes.
But I still think it's not just that has made Season 3 drag, in my opinion.
No, definitely not. Because, we do this every season. We're like, okay, we're going to record this episode on this day, this episode on this day, put it out on this day, put it out on this day. And we're like, we're going to do it. We'll be done with this season in 12 weeks. We will get this done. Now, 6 months later...
I swear a season takes us about a year.
Yes. So I promise we are not, just doing a couple episodes and forgetting. I literally have, starting on Monday the 8th, I have 15 days of DBS in a 30-month day. A 30-day month. 15 days in a 30-day month. Yes, I signed up for it. I took on the responsibility. That's fine. And I'm still like, Sam, what?
Yep. I feel like, probably no one even cares about this, but a lot goes into recording. We have to both watch the episode and the mini, make all the notes, plan. We both live on opposite sides of the world to each other. Plan when to record for both of us. Life gets in the way.
Yeah. It's not like we can sit down because, Chloe, you work full-time. Mm-hmm. You're married. You have the cutest little cat in the world.
I do. He's
little booger. I miss him so much. It's even if the things I'm involved in are like a full-time job. I literally have like calendars where Sunday through Sunday, I have something every day.
I'd say you're busier than me, actually.
Everyone is like, so we have to schedule, okay, this is when we're going to record. And then we have issues with Zoom. Thank you, Zoom.
Yep. Love Zoom.
And on top of that, it's like, then we have to, okay, this is when I'm going to watch the episode. And like for me, it takes me almost 2 hours to watch an episode because I'm pausing every scene to write down thoughts and what happened and make notes. And so it's not like I'm sitting down to watch a 45-minute episode like I was in high school. It takes me probably 2 hours to do my notes for the podcast, at least.
Yeah. And then when we've actually recorded, you have to edit it, upload it, it's a whole thing. But aside from all of that,
aside from the complaining, like, I love what we do. Like, I'm literally like, we have one more season. What are we going to break down next? We have to start talking.
I have some ideas.
I do too.
I love doing this.
But yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, and so it's not. I used to literally think, oh, you sit down and do a podcast and you put it out the next day. No, that is not what goes into the podcast.
Absolutely not. But aside from that, season 3. Something I love about season 3 is there are some of my favorite moments in season 3, and some of my favorite songs.
Yes.
And one of my all-time favorite episodes, which is next episode.
Yes.
But there's a lot about season 3 that isn't so great.
That is, I mean, it's like the highs are really high, and the lows you're like, oh my god, put a bullet in my brain.
Yeah. Yes, I feel kind of that way about this episode.
Yes.
The end of the episode is obviously great. I mean, not great, but you understand the end of the episode. The rest of this episode feels a bit kind of like a filler episode to me.
It's very much. If they could have made the last 10, 15 minutes the entire episode.
Yeah, it felt a bit rushed.
I mean, it was very rushed. And I, seriously, when we talk to Steven this year, I'm going to be like, dude, your blocking and your timing sucks.
Yeah, the whole point of this episode was wrapped up in about 4 minutes.
10 minutes, yeah.
Crazy.
And I'm literally like, this, and I'm noticing as we've gone back and done this over the past 3 seasons, so many of the episodes are like that. Like, what should have been the entire episode is crammed in the last 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's so, which, okay, you know what, 17, 18, whatever years old, not a big deal. Because I was worried about, okay, I can sit down and watch this, and I got homework, I got to study for a test, I got a job to get to. As a woman in my 30s who's going back and doing this and breaking it down for a podcast because people are interested in it and I'm interested in it, it's so freaking irritating. I'm like, I have to deal with 20 minutes of BS for like 10 minutes of, oh man, that was really good.
Yeah, absolutely. And this episode, the amount of Sadie and Quest crap that I had to deal with. Like, what? Why? Why was that a choice?
What? Why? I think I said at the beginning of this, I know I said it in season 1, that Sadie was my favorite character. Mm-hmm. And I really never thought I would see that changing. The more we get into this, and like, especially this episode, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
It is so redundant at this point.
They really played into her dumb blonde character in season 3 too much. Way too much.
Yeah. Well, and it's like, I feel so bad for Laura. Like, I've read the interviews and stuff where she's like, playing Sadie was boring, was dumb. And she basically said, I hated it. Yeah. I mean, not those exact words, but she said, it was unfulfilling. It was, anyway, all these things. And I'm like, Gong, I get you because I wanted to shove your character through a wall. And it's like, Laura is a really good actress. I've seen her in a lot of other things.
Yeah. I mean, she was Supergirl.
Yes.
How cool.
Yes. And like, okay, so Guilty Pleasure Hallmark Channel. I'm a fan. I'm like, if I need mind-numbing romance movies that are so predictable, I don't even have to watch it. I can just listen to it and be like, oh yeah, they're gonna end up together. Throw on the the Hallmark Channel. And she's in a lot of those. And even though the movies are so redundant, and it's like you've seen one, you've seen all of them, she is always really good at her character.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it's not her. It's literally the character.
Yes.
So yeah, I feel bad for her. I'm like, oh, no wonder you probably came to hate this one.
Yeah, she was made out to be this very intelligent young woman.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning of Instant Star. She gets accepted to New York, which she doesn't take. And now this episode, we have her supposedly finally realizing that her and Tommy are done. Like, girl, you've been done since
the second he asked you on a date. Yeah.
And suddenly, finally realizing that she's actually in love with Quest. I'm like, this is not believable.
Well, and okay, like, which, I try to remind myself, okay, the show was made in 2007. The time, like, girl bosses were not a thing in 2007. I mean, in 2007, you went to school, you went to college, you got a degree, you became a teacher or a nurse, and then you went home to your husband.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, Sadie would be running G Major. She would be the face of it and be like, no, you are not doing your job. Peace out.
Yeah.
That didn't exist. And so I go into the episodes trying to remember that. But living in 2026 is so annoying.
Yeah, it's... we'll talk about it when season 4 comes, but the development they started doing with Sadie was so good.
It was so good.
Anyway, let's get into season 3, episode 12.
Yes. Alright. So, it was Sympathy for the Devil. And I'm like, should it have been Sympathy for the Fans? But anyway. It starts out with Tommy pulling up on his bike and Quest walking out the back side G Major door. I don't know, because nobody in that company uses the front entrance. So Tommy says he's sorry to Quest for everything that happened, and Quest does have some. But as much as the boy is golden retriever energy, he does have some pretty good insight when he's like, you didn't do anything to me and Sadie. Sadie did it to me and Sadie. Which I freaking hate it when the golden retrievers have that insight. I'm like, can't you just be the lost puppy?
Yep.
Because then I have to like you for a second. Tommy does say that he's wrapping up some things and getting rid of some things, and that there's something Quest can take off his hand, which is his bike. If it was going to be the Viper, I would have screamed. But that's... So then Jude starts setting up, is in the building getting ready for the party, because apparently Darius is being honored. And so there is a Sadie and Jude moment at the bus of Darius made out of butter. Portia and Tommy go on to have this whole, he's not coming to the party. Why? Because he's leaving town, and Portia's saying if you knew what Darius had to sacrifice, he would be there.
It's like their longest scene in the whole of Instant Star history. Like, they've barely spoken prior to this.
Yes. Karma comes up to Jude to ask if she can sing because Jude had been named MC of the night. Because Darius was like, people say it's too soon. And Jude's like, no, I got it. And because we pivoted the storylines, Jude enlists Jamie to help in Operation Sadie and Quest get back together.
We will talk about the Jude and Jamie of it all soon.
Jude asks Jamie to dinner. I missed some. Darius and Portia have a scene where Portia is like, we have to tell him, this has to come out. Darius is like, if you had any idea what I had to do to make it to go away, you would shut your face. I think I'm saying it a little bit nicer than he did. Sadie and Quest have a dinner date thing that Quest gets up and leave. Then Jude and Jamie are on their dinner thing. I mean, I think Jude thought it was a date. I think Jamie was like, I don't know what this is. I know what I want it to be. I don't know what it is. Jude does ask Jamie to be her date to the party. And shockingly, only he stuck with it. Jamie says, no, Jude, we cannot date.
Hallelujah.
Dude, stick to your boundaries.
Yep.
So at the party, Sadie realizes that Tommy's not there. She finds him in the studio working on Karma's CD. And she's like, you're wrapping things up, you're tying up loose ends. Are you suicidal? And he's like, no. And she's like, well, then you're leaving town. And she's like, you can't leave town without talking to Jude. So Tommy works a little bit more. He goes out to the party. He finds Jude, says, we need to talk. He says that she's leaving town, and I love this. She says, Tommy, I don't know why it is that you do what you do, Tom Quincy, but I forgive you.
Yep.
We'll talk about that later.
It's in one of my favorite quotes.
Yes. I'm like, that is the quote of the episode. And then he just kind of walks away. Karma sings. Tommy finishes the album. Sadie goes on stage to tell Quest she loves him in front of everyone because that's totally super professional, and that would so happen at an industry event. Tommy pockets the master of Karma's CD, puts it in his pocket, takes it to the Ace's office, puts it on does, notices that the Boys Attack Gold album is crooked, kind of looks at it, goes to straighten it, and because why not? Totally knocks it off.
Of course.
Because it's TV and it needed to be busted. Tommy picks up a piece of paper and looks at it, and Tim's face. I'm like, dude, are you heartbroken or are you pissed? Because it's kind of hard to tell. Or are you both? I'm like, it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
He then goes out to Darius and is like, we have to talk now. At this point, the police chief is going up on stage to talk about Darius and what an outstanding member of society he is, and what a great contributor he is, and
Of course.
great guy. In the studio, Tommy is throwing down the paper saying, do you know what this is? And Darius is like, it's the police report. And Tommy's like, it's the police report of Angie's accident that was never filed. Dun, dun, dun.
Some strong police connections there from Darius.
Yes. Well, and Thomas even says that. Thomas. Sorry, Tommy. Tommy. Thomas Quincy. Tommy even says that. He's like, why wasn't this filed? And Deus is like, I have connections. And then he's like, the power of the almighty dollar.
Yeah.
Well, no shit.
No.
Jude and Portia come in. Well, Jude comes in. She overhears some of the talk between Darius and Tommy. And she asks some questions, and Tommy tells her it's the police report. And then at that point, Portia comes in. And just as Portia is coming in, Tommy is saying that it was his car that Angie took off in and wrapped around the tree. And then he literally, like, almost heartbreakingly goes, my car. Like, it just clicked for him.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it's so much that it just clicked for him or if he was just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Suddenly realizing.
Yeah.
And in this planner, she only provides you with 30 pages. And
At that point, Portia pretty much confesses that she didn't mean to kill Angie, but it happened. That Tommy wasn't going to leave her. All this. Back at the party, Quest and Sadie are seeing everyone off. Darius and Portia, and I can't remember, but I think Tommy are in Darius's office. I don't remember if Tommy was in there or not. I know Darius and Portia were.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Jude and Jamie are walking home and talking about everything. And this is why I'm like, I don't think Tommy was in there because Tommy shows up in a taxi.
Yeah.
Because of course he does.
Of course.
Tommy tells Jude that he's done running. And Jamie snaps back with a arrogant little punk ass. But you're so good at it. Jude, I love, tells Jamie to be quiet, please. At that point, both Jamie and Tommy say, Jude. Like, pay attention to me. And Jude, so, like, you can see on her face, Garner's overwhelmed. Like, what the hell is going on?
Yep.
Because she's literally like, I have to go inside. I'll talk to you later.
Yep.
Stuart walks out of the kitchen eating because apparently when he is on scene, he does eat.
He makes his annual appearance.
Yes, and he asks how her night went. She just like leans against the door and lets out a completely overwhelmed laugh. Like, you have no idea, Dad.
Yep.
And so that was
I thought that was such an interesting way to end the episode. Like, it's kind of left up to interpretation what her reaction was.
Yeah.
Like, was it to do with Tommy and Jamie? Was it to do with the Portia of it all? Was it everything?
All of it.
I mean, it's an okay episode. I mean, we'll go from the top again.
Yeah.
Tommy apologising to Quest. On the one hand, I forgot that Tommy punched Quest way back in 302.
Yes.
And also, Quest says they've been friends for 7 years. Is it really only that long?
I mean, I thought it was so much longer. But apparently it's been 7 years. Because think about it. We find out, well, we'll talk about this in the mini, but we find out in the mini that it was 5 years before Instant Star picked up.
Yeah.
And if we're in season 3 of Instant Star, we've been in Jude's life for at least 2 years. Because she turned 16, 17, 18. So we've been in her life for 3 years.
Yeah. It just feels like longer. 7 years didn't seem like very long.
No. I feel like, honestly, to me, that just felt like a random number to throw in.
Yeah.
Like they didn't really do the timeline and the math. But as close as Tommy and Quest are supposed to be.
Yeah, to be honest, I forgot that they were even, like, feuding this season until right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the thing is, too, about how the reason why, like, I think 7 was just an oddball number they threw in. But also, I mean, when you're a superstar, and Quest was whatever he was for Boys Attack, the album producer, the mixer, whatever, engineer, I guess is the word I was thinking of. You are going to become super close to somebody in a quick amount of time.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm also like, 7 is such an odd number for everything Tommy's supposedly been through from Boys Attack on.
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna brush over the Jude and Jamie situation because it bores me, but the fact that from the beginning of this episode they're teasing this whole thing starting again, you know,
To me, they are the most functional.
I just wish they brought in a new love interest for Jude other than Jamie.
Yeah.
We've done the
Yeah.
Jamie thing. Where is the new character that could rival Tommy? Because, let's be honest, can Jamie rival Tommy Q?
Not at all.
I just...
I mean, so, like, spoiler alert, and it totally doesn't. Okay, we won't go this way. There's somebody in season 4 that I feel like Jude had more chemistry with than Jamie.
Oh my god, I don't even remember who that is. I need to watch season 4.
Well, he's only in like a handful of episodes.
Ah, yes, I didn't like him.
I didn't like him. Jude had more chemistry with him than with Jamie.
Yes.
Jude had more chemistry with Speederman. Speederman could rival Tommy before Jamie can.
Yes, it just feels like we're literally at the end of season 3. Why are we going round on the Jude and Jamie thing again?
It's almost like they were like, oh man, we need something to do with Jude this episode because in the last 10 minutes we're going to turn her world upside down.
Yes, and obviously at the end of season 3 she has to choose, and I guess they needed another choice, but why is it Jamie, you know?
But is it even a choice? I mean,
No.
did anybody, I'm even asking the Jude and Jamie fans, did you honestly, for 1 second, think she was going to pick Jamie in season 3?
Are there any Jude and Jamie fans anymore? I feel like there were back in the day.
I feel like back in the day there were, but I feel like with us, they've grown up and they came to their senses.
I hope
So, like, because I mean, if not, then honey, you need therapy. We need to have a deep conversation.
yes. The other thing that bores me this episode is the Sadie and Quest of it all.
Oh.
Again, we've done this with them.
In those months,
I
I had
just-
all cheer.
This episode feels like a filler to catch us up on basically the whole of season 3.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to kind of recap everything we've done this season, but
Yes.
then the big drama in the last kind of 5 minutes.
Yep.
You know, the Hunter storyline is finished, he's in jail.
But they talk about it because they talk at the beginning. The whole is it too soon after being abducted and held hostage?
Yeah. There's now nothing really for any of the characters to do.
Mm-mm.
That's why Darius is having what seems to me a very random
Yes.
party.
Well, I mean, even Karma's part felt filler and redundant. She's trying to get a new song out. Well, she's the newest Instant Star. Of course she's trying to get a new song out. We've done this already.
Yeah. And the Tommy and Portia of it all, I know why. I know why they have to interact this episode because of the mini and everything that happens. But
build it up. Don't go half the episode to them and leave the fans being like, where is this coming from? They've said 10 sentences to each other in 2 seasons.
we should have been having small interactions with them the whole season.
Yeah.
Now they're talking. Tommy's saying he's not going to the party. Why would he even be telling Portia? They haven't barely spoken this season. It's just... And again, speaking of timelines, it's only been 5 years since their divorce.
Take my dog to the vet.
And now they're kind of reminiscing and apologising to each other.
Yeah.
Like, what? Why have you guys not been talking for the whole of season 3? It's just annoying.
Yes.
I love Karma. She just brings
I do.
so much fun to everything.
Yes.
The bit where she just starts live demoing her new song for Jude, and Jude's just like, I'll think about it.
Yeah.
The best.
It's funny because sometimes I see the things Karma does like that, and I'm like, Jude, why didn't you have the balls to do that?
Yeah, absolutely. To go back to Jude and Jamie, I do like the scene where she's making him dinner prior to her saying this is a date, because it felt like early season 1 with them, like their kind of goofy friendship. I like them as friends.
I love them as friends. The second that any romance comes into it, I'm like, you have got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
and I think this ties back into, okay, so I tried dating my guy best friend. I did. It was weird. It was awkward. And our friendship suffered because of it.
Yeah.
So who dates their guy best friend and nothing changes?
Yes.
And who keeps going back and like, oh, I'm going to dip my toes in again and see what's different this time? Honey, no.
The fact is, they don't know what to do with Jamie either now that Patsy's gone.
Yeah.
He needs some kind of storyline, and they're at the end of the season. They're like, well, let's just do the Jude and Jamie thing again.
Yeah.
I don't even remember what his storyline is for season 4.
I do.
I mean, I remember a little bit, but no spoilers.
Right.
Did you think Darius was being really aggressive to Portia about how she needs to not confess anything?
I do.
That took me
it's
back.
like-
I was like, whoa. Like,
And well, it's like, I don't know if he's being aggressive because of what she's saying. Is he being progressive in the sense of progressive, aggressive, not progressive, aggressive, in the sense of if you don't shut your mouth, somebody can overhear you and we can lose everything.
yeah.
Shut up.
I just kind of took me by surprise how
Yeah.
it just kind of switched on like that. I was like, whoa, okay, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
Well, because we've only ever seen him like that with Tommy.
And to be honest, we've never really seen him and Portia interact either.
Mm-mm.
She was at the house party in season 1.
Yeah,
We didn't see
and
her
we
and
know that,
Darius talk.
but we do know because it's one of my favorite lines from season 1 when Darius comes out after the house party and says Yegor's got the cover and Jude's like how or Tommy's like how or why or whatever, and he looks back at Portia and Darius says she made a good impression on the right people.
Yes. Yes. And to be fair, what Darius did to cover this up for Portia is huge. I'm not saying it's right, but it was huge.
Right. Well, one thing that speaks to me, and now I know that sibling relationships are very different. Like, I know you live thousands of miles away from your younger brother. My younger brother lives 20 minutes up the road from me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, if it comes to like making a police report disappear, I don't know if I would go that far. But like, if my brother is upset or hurt or scared, I am gonna fight like hell. Like, hurt me before he even crosses your mind.
Yeah.
And I mean, and the same with like my mom and my niece. But like my brother Jamie, I would literally move heaven and hell for him.
Yeah.
And so I get where Darius is coming from in that sense. And like that, oddly enough, tugs at my heartstrings. I'm like, oh. But it was really, really stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, I just feel like this is one of the storylines they could have been teasing
Yes.
last 11 episodes.
Yes.
It's just, it feels rushed.
Mhm.
Pagan gives terrible advice, telling Jamie that he needs to pursue the Jude thing. What are you doing, dude? Don't say that.
No, Pagan, just anytime you think you should offer advice, go the complete opposite way or keep your mouth shut.
Yes. However, I do love the scene with Sadie and Tommy where she says, you know, are you leaving town? And she tells him that Jude needs to be told if he is. But to me,
Yeah.
that felt like Sadie finally getting her own closure with Tommy, in a way. And I love that.
Yes.
It feels like so long ago that they dated, thank God, because it was
I know.
awful. But they do have good chemistry. I mean, she has more chemistry with him than Quest.
Yes. Well, and I think and to me, like, that's a healthy relationship. Sadie were they healthy dating? No. Are they healthy friends? Yes.
Yeah.
They can go to each other and be like, you're being an idiot. Do not take off again without saying goodbye.
Yes. And Tommy listens to her, because that's exactly what he then goes and does.
Yeah. But again, like with the whole Jude and Jamie thing, the second you throw in romance, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You are as good as you are as friends, as co-workers, as whatever, you are twice as bad as romantic partners.
Yeah. Jamie's saying, you know, he comes to find her at the party and says he wants to be anything but platonic with her. I'm just like, oh. No. And then you have Sadie getting up on a stage, so out of character, and confessing her love for Quest. What is happening this episode?
I don't know. And, you know, the whole time I'm thinking, girl, is it love or is it boredom? Because why?
The only people making a grown-up decision are Jude and Tommy when they have that little scene at the party and Jude says, I don't know why it is you do what you do, but I forgive you. It's perhaps their first ever kind of grown-up conversation.
Yes.
And Karma performing is just awesome, because I love her.
I love when Karma performs. I hate this song.
Oh, we'll talk about it in the song review. Okay.
I mean, it's a fun, like, little catchy. If I want something meaningless, mindless to listen to, I would throw it on. But I'm like, it's a filler song for a filler episode.
Sure, yeah. But Corey Lee just...
She kills... I mean, that girl could sing the freaking alphabet and kill it.
I didn't like Karma back in the day. I love Karma now.
Yes! I'm like, Karma is my spirit animal.
I don't know what the show would have become if they hadn't had Karma in season 3.
Right.
Like, no offense to Mason, but Karma is so much...
It's so much better. What I like about Karma is she can bring the drama, she can bring the comedic relief, she makes the super serious scenes not that intense, she makes the super dull scenes funny.
Yeah.
Like, she's perfect.
I love her so much. She's the best.
And I think what it was, like, back in 2007, I was like, I think what it was, but in my teenage brain was, oh, she's competing against Jude. Jude is my favorite character.
Yeah.
Don't like her. She's the enemy. My fully developed 38-year-old brain is, girl is a boss bitch. I love her.
Yes, same. And this is why we should all rewatch our favourite shows. Because you view them differently when you're older.
Yes.
Okay, so now we get to the kind of crux of the whole episode. Tommy hands Karma's album in to Darius's office. His Boys Attack gold record is suspiciously crooked on the wall.
It's not even like a little bit off. It's like completely tilted.
And I love how they show that kind of flashback clip of him in Boys Attack. That was really well done.
Yes.
Anyway, he goes to straighten the picture. It, surprise, surprise, falls off, smashes. And there's the police report folded behind it.
It doesn't just like fall on the ground like a normal picture would. No, it hits like every hard metal thing on the way down. It hits the glass table. It hits that little weird gold hoop thing.
Yeah,
Like,
they
it
really
doesn't
wanted to
just.
make sure that it broke.
Yes. I'm like,
Um,
oh, TV.
So Tommy obviously questions Darius and says, "What is this?" It's the police report from the car accident that killed Angie, and Darius never fired it because he was protecting Portia. And to be fair to Darius, he still tries to protect Portia now.
Yeah.
She's the
Because
one
he
that
even
comes in
says,
and
like,
says,
stop talking.
yeah, she comes in and says, "It was me, I slashed the brakes." Jude is obviously hearing all of this, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
It's a really intense scene. There's a lot happening. Tim
Yeah.
acts really well in this scene. Like, his
Yeah.
emotions, his face acting, as I like to call it, is so good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He somehow
Well,
manages to convey all of the Portia and Tommy history
yeah.
without saying anything, really.
Well, and you know who Tim is. Tim is great. You know who stood out to me in this scene? Maestro, the guy who
Yes.
plays Darius. He was phenomenal.
Yep. Yeah, it was. I almost wish we got more scenes with the three of them because,
Yeah.
I mean, you never do again. Portia has now disappeared into the instant star black hole.
Yes.
But yeah, it was a really intense scene. The rest of the episode was so mid for me, but this is obviously, it's worth watching the episode to get to this part.
To get to this, yeah.
Portia then calls the police on herself and gets herself arrested to finally kind of give herself closure for this. Yeah, I kind of breathed a huge sigh after that scene because it was a lot.
Yeah.
I truly believed that Portia loved Tommy. Like, yeah, it was a really emotional scene, I thought.
I think my thing with Portia is I think it started out that she genuinely enjoyed being Darius's little sister. And then I think she met Tommy and she genuinely loved Tommy. I think what happened is Portia started to love the power, the connections, the name,
Yeah,
the fame of it all, and what she could and couldn't get out of it more than she loved, honestly, Darius and Tommy.
yeah, I agree.
Because for Darius to have to bury the report, Portia had to call him and say, make this go away. I need
Yeah.
this to go away.
Yeah,
So in a sense, that's her manipulating him. That's her using him. That's her using his power.
yeah, absolutely. Do you think Portia should have disappeared into the black hole?
I would have liked to seen her get hers and then disappear. I would
Yeah.
have loved to seen her in court. I would love to seen her in an orange jumpsuit behind bars.
Yeah. Yes. We'll have to
And
make...
it's sad because I really liked Portia in season 1.
Yeah, I feel like they almost kind of destroyed her character a little bit with this.
Yeah.
I feel
Because
like...
now it's like I can't go back and watch that season 1 with episode at the pool party and not remember this and thinking, so how soon after that was how soon when did everything that happened, because that would have been 3 years ago, so it would have been 3-4 years, no, yeah, 3-4 years after everything happened with Angie.
Yeah. If it was me and I'd written this storyline, Hunter would have been the obvious choice to slash the tires.
Yeah.
Like, Portia didn't have to go down for this. It seems a bit unfair.
No. Well, and maybe they thought by bringing Hunter in when they did, the fans would think, oh, it was Hunter.
Yeah.
This is like this was the last thing that Hunter did. even though he's already in jail. And so when it comes out that was Portia, because I remember when it came out that was Portia, I was like, what the heck?
I know. Yeah, and then you just never see her again. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think she's ever mentioned again.
Mm-mm. Maybe in the next episode, but even
yeah.
after that, like, you don't hear about what happened. You don't hear about...
No. I need to make a meme when we finish season 4 of everyone
the
in
black hole. Yes!
And then we have the final closing scene. Jude and Jamie are walking home after the party. Tommy arrives and interrupts, thank God. And
Yes.
I love any scene with Tim and Chris. They're just...
I do too.
Their chemistry is so good.
Best scene, even though it's a like blooper behind the scene, season 2 coming off when Jude comes off the bus.
Yes, like, what the hell is that?
I'm like... I'm like, what the hell? But oh my gosh, I love it because it's perfect.
Yes, they have such great chemistry. It's the best.
Yes.
The way Chris delivers the line, but you're so good at it, kills me.
Yes. I was like, okay, is that Jamie or is that Chris giving Tim a hard time?
Yeah. Jude is just like, peace out. I'm going home because you guys are just, you're too much.
It's been a day, and you guys are the icing on the top.
Jude's dad lives because he's surprisingly at home when she gets home.
Yes.
And yeah, she just looks absolutely kind of bemused with the whole night.
Yeah.
And that's the episode.
Like, I'm like overwhelmed, bemused. What did I just survive?
Yeah. To be honest, I kind of felt like that after the episode.
Yes.
I think she just represents the audience at this point.
Yes.
What did you have for your episode theme?
I mean, I don't like it, but this is one of those episodes I'm like, I feel like the theme is obvious, but it's super lame. For me, it was just that the truth always comes out.
Yeah, mine was closure, because...
Yeah, closure.
I feel like a lot of people were getting closure. Tommy and Sadie, Tommy and Jude, Portia's whole storyline.
Existence.
Yeah. It's weird, because normally the 12th episode of Instant Star is almost like the finale, and then the 13th episode is, you know what I mean? Like, 212 was more of a finale than 213.
Yes. Well, and 112 was more than 113.
But this doesn't feel like that.
No, I was going to say, I do... 312 to me felt like the pre-finale.
Yeah.
And then, like, as much as it breaks my heart, 413 is perfect.
I know. Yeah.
I still don't know how I feel about everything that happens in it, because it's like my heart, my brain could fight. But that was the perfect series finale.
But you say that, but I wonder how we'll feel watching it in our 30s.
Watching it now, yeah.
I don't know. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get into our controversial, possibly, song review for No Shirt, No Shoes by Corey Lee. How many instant stars out of 10 do you give this song?
Okay, so I went on the... Like I said, to me it felt like a very filler song for a filler episode. I gave it a 5 because I was either like, it's a very filler song for a filler episode.
Yeah.
I know that there's better songs off of Corey's albums that they could have used. I know that there's better songs in the Instant Star repertoire that they could have used to give her. Besides the fact that Tim is in the video for this song.
Yes, a little bit of trivia. Tim Rosen is in the music video for it.
Yes. Type up Corey Lee, No Shirt, No Shoes, No Stars, and you will get Tim Rosen.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yes. This is one of those songs, like I said, I want something meaningless, mindless, just kind of background noise to have music on, I'll throw it on.
Yeah, I gave it 6 because it's not my kind of music, but when I listen to it does make me want to dance. Like, there's a good beat.
Yeah, like, I mean, even while I was playing, I did find myself, like, like, humming along to it. And so, I mean, I can see a 6, like 5, 6. Like I said, take it or leave it. I will... To listen to it, I have to be in the mood for it. But if it comes across my playlist, I'm not going to skip it.
I will say, I feel like the song does represent the character of Karma very well. Like,
yeah,
the lyric where she says, "'Cause I'm a gold digger, so what?" I mean, that's Karma.
Yeah. Yes.
But, I mean, I wouldn't skip it. Like, I would skip I'm in Love With My Guitar, lol.
Yes.
I probably wouldn't actually skip this song.
No.
It's just not one of my favorites.
I mean,
feels
unless
a bit fillerish.
Yeah, like, okay, so right now where I live, it's like, it was like 80 degrees today. It was the windows down on your car, music playing, warm summer day. We're in June, summer's starting. And so, yeah, if it came across I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna hunt it down and throw it on. If it comes across my playlist, yeah, I'm gonna sing to it. I'm gonna jam to it as I'm driving, whatever. I'm not gonna hunt it down on my playlist just to put it on. But if it comes across naturally, okay, I'm not gonna skip it. I'm gonna be like, yeah, okay, I can jam to this for 4 minutes. Songs aren't 4 minutes anymore, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I agree. Did you have any what the fuck moments? I struggled.
I had one. It's more like why, what the heck question than like scene. It's just of all the things you could have Darius's head made out of, a block of cheese, an ice sculpture. Why butter?
Yeah, don't know.
I'm like,
I know.
Flowers, ice sculpture, cheese, butter,
gold.
Really, gold.
I know.
Yeah, that was really my only one.
I only had, again, it's not a scene, it's just a why. Why is Sadie still pining after quests? Like, why are we still doing this? Girl, you can do so much better. Anyway.
Like I said, Sadie had more chemistry with freaking Hunter than she does with Quest. That boy was back down to, well, was it because of who was dating at that point in time? I mean, there's a lot that goes into that. But on the surface level, Sadie had more chemistry with Hunter in that 3-minute scene that they had than 4 seasons with Quest.
Sadie has more chemistry with Karma in every scene.
Yes! Which, oh my gosh, that would be fun.
Yeah. I think it was too... We weren't progressive enough back then to have a lesbian relationship.
No, we were not. No.
Do you have any favourite quotes?
I only had one, and to me this, like, not only does it sum up, like, to me this sums up, it's one of the many quotes that sums up the whole Jude and Tommy relationship. And it can be said either way. This way it says, she's saying it to Tommy, but he could easily say it to her. And it's, I don't know why it is that you do what you do, Tommy Quincy, but I forgive you.
I had that one.
I mean, it could easily be switched, and he could easily say, I don't know why it is that you do what you do, Jude Harrison, but I forgive you.
Yeah, agreed.
Because as much as I live for the relationship, so many red flags.
100%. I had that quote too, and just the one at the end where Tommy says, I'm done running, and Jamie says, but you're so
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, how many instant stars out of 10 do you give this episode?
I gave it a 6.5.
I gave it 6.
I mean, yeah. I was like, it's one of those ones, like, honestly, if I was sitting down and watching, like, having just, because I've done this many times, like, an instant star marathon, it's one I would fast forward through into the last, like, 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
But if I throw, like, if I'm taking a nap on my couch or something and throw on the Roku channel and throw on Instant Start and it comes across while I'm falling asleep, I'm going to leave it playing.
Yeah. It's an okay episode. It's not one of the worst. It's just not one of the best.
Yeah, it's strictly, for me, it's strictly middle.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with it. It's just...
Nothing wrong with it, but there's nothing, like, amazing about it.
No. But that was our episode. That was our recap of episode 12, and oh my gosh, next week we are recapping the season 3 finale. I don't even know how we could deep dive it enough, to be honest with you.
No, so be prepared for a long episode.
When I think about the topic in that episode of the master sale and now everything that happened with Taylor Swift.
Yes, literally. Jude walked so Taylor could run.
Maybe Taylor Swift watched Instant Star and got the idea.
Yes! And I am going to tell Steven that. I'm going to be like, you made Jude walk so Taylor Swift could run.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I hazard to say the finale of season 3 is maybe my favourite episode of the whole show.
Yeah.
One of them.
And I mean... The song in 313, my all-time #1 favorite song of Instant Star is that song.
Yep. It's also Alex's favourite, I think.
Mm-hmm.
There's just such a heart to it, and I get chills thinking about the song and the episode and
how it's performed. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
Also, the hype they put into the finale, as in, like, the commercials they ran about who she was going to choose. A lot of teasing went into this finale.
Yeah.
And I remember the episode ending and knowing we had months to wait to see who she chose, and the online conversation about it was huge.
Yeah. Yeah.
It feels so silly now. Like, it feels like, why was it such a big conversation? But
I mean, like, thinking about it now, I'm like, even back then it was obvious. Yeah. But, like, going into season 4, which, when we get into season 4, everyone will hear my major complaints of how I had to view that.
Yes. I remember watching season 4 on a grainy website, tiny screen.
Yes. Go on, me too.
Like, watching it overseas, terrible internet connection, just not good.
Well, and, like, there's trauma related to mine, because that's when I went in for the lung surgery and all that. That's when I went to sleep one night and woke up 2 weeks later and was like, what the hell happened to my life?
Yep. Yeah.
And you hear my biggest complaints about the end, too. Season 4 is going to be fun for you guys, because I'm still halfway bitter over that, even so many years later.
I love the finale that we're about to recap, and I love season 4.
I love season 4, and I think season 3 finale is my absolute favorite. For as perfect as I say this now, for as perfect as I think I remember season 4 being, season 3 is my favorite finale.
Yes, same. Well, we're going to deep dive it next week, and stay tuned later this week for the final mini of season 3. We'll talk to you then. Bye.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. The Breakdown was produced by me, Chloe, and Neon Network Production. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and listen to all episodes of The Breakdown on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See you next time.